him. It is her. I'm back. So yes, as you can see, I'm a little bit glammed up now. I don't expect this. Oh, you know what? Let me not say that because I don't know what's gonna happen when we finally meet. But this is, this is not something that I normally do because I've been kind of working and putting things together, and I'm working on a project. Then it required me to get a little, get a little dolled up. So I did do that. But you're kind of catching it. You're kind of catching it at the tail end because I finally got home to settled, and my lips were popping red, but I hadn't ate all day, and I stopped by what is it, Bourbon Street Cafe, and had to get me some bourbon Cajun wings, so it done rubbed that right off. So yeah, you weren't out there. You were not out there today. So we kind of missed each other there. But I have decided that I'm gonna start getting out more. So yeah, so I'm gonna go. The first thing I'm gonna do is my homegirl's gonna take me to this. It's like a live band situation on a Wednesday night though. So hopefully, I'll catch you there if you're not doing anything. That would be cool, especially music. Like, I am a lover of music, and if we could vibe off of that, then I'm definitely with you. So, but I just wanted to come on real quick and let you know that. So I did this live where we talked about red flags, and I gave a red flag on somebody that I dated who is clearly not you. But I thought that it would be important for me while I'm doing, her to him, that I will let you know about my red flag, right? So this is probably gonna sound all over the place, but I'm gonna try to give it to you, okay? So I did learn something on that live about myself, which, and listen, sir, you're not gonna be able to see the live because it was my fault. Like, it's my fault. Everything shut down. My battery died. Computer went. It was just a mess. So you will not be able to recap that with me, but I'll tell you all about it when I see you. So someone brought up to me, and not then, just during the week, I had kind of been promoting it and kind of, putting out like funny videos, just really on the girl side, you know what I'm saying, of guys who give red flags. And I had a conversation with one of my friends, and he was like, well, you've been single for years. Like, that could be a red flag. And I'm like, could it be? So I had two different conversations, one with a homegirl, and then somebody on the live also had stated like, yeah, that could be a red flag. And he gave his opinion, which they both made sense, So I'll let you decide on if that's my red flag. The reason why I agree with it, in a sense, is because I'm gonna give you the reason why I agree with it. The reason why I agree with it is because I now know, especially with dating and trying to find, you, that I have become very comfortable with my singleness. Like, it's not loneliness at all. It has turned into comfortability because I know what I like. I know what I want. I know what makes me happy. I know, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know how to really please myself, in a sense, right? So when someone comes along and maybe they're not checking all those boxes, then it's easier for me to be like, nah, let me go back to my comfort, instead of kind of working through those things and dealing with them and being like, okay, this is where I'm at, right? So I agree in a sense of that. Like if I truly want to find you and really want to be in the type of relationship that, we've talked about, um, then I have to be able to deal with the kinks of that. So, one of the guys who, who actually the one guy who was on our live, he made something very clear to me, like, okay, you say you can deal with this, but then after that, after understanding that you can deal with this, then can you deal with what might come with that, right? Because there might be a good or a bad. So for example, I said, oh, I can deal with a guy that has kids. Like I would prefer it, right? But after that, especially after you see, because your qualification is to make sure that, he takes care of his kids, because you can't control what someone else has going on. So you make sure that he, you are like, okay, boom, he take care of his kids. Well, after that, especially when you're dealing with being in a relationship and you don't know the emotions of the baby mamas, like whatever, if they bring you drama, or if they bring, can you weather that storm and be able to deal with that? You know what I'm saying? Can you deal with, his kids being, or maybe him parenting his kids a different way that maybe you didn't parent, you know what I'm saying? That you didn't parent your child that way. So I'm starting to understand that there is levels to this. So that definitely may be a red flag of mine. But I will say, before you red flag me and put me out of the game, one thing I do say with people that I'm dating is that I understand that I have been single for a long time, and I understand that I'm comfortable where I'm at. The one thing that I'm asking of you, you only, is to be patient with me during that time, as well as I should be patient with you, because I may say something that sounds single-ish. I may do something that sounds single-ish. You have to understand that this is the path that I've been on. This is the mindset that I've been on. I can't think relationship-y. I can't think of two people when it's just really me. I have to take care of Shanice. I have to take care of me. I have to take care of her. I have to make sure that I'm straight. So, and that is my present. So that's how I have to work. I want to say, and I am, I do feel as though I am open to criticism. I'm definitely open to criticism. Somebody let me know, like, nah, that ain't cool. The only thing I just say is, be patient and say it nice. Talk to me nice, But yeah, and the reason why, and then on the other half of that, the reason why I don't think it's a red flag is because I had been, before I was single, I had someone all the time. I've always had somebody that I was in a relationship with, or I was with, And so I got tired of that, because I don't want to commit myself to someone that isn't going to be there. Like, I don't want to commit and waste my time with someone that ultimately I'm not going to be with. So now I just really take my time in getting to know people before that full commitment, because I need to know if we're going to work. Like, the beginning is cute as shit. Like, it's like, oh, and everything seems like it works. But what you fail to realize is those little things that irritate you, or you're like, and you give it past, like, oh, that's cute, or, oh, we're going to have to address that later on, or whatever. I'm very like, no, let's talk about this. You know what I'm saying? So one thing that I have noticed is that I'm not asking you, I'm not stuck on like simple questions. I like dialogue. You know what I'm saying? I have very open box questions. Like, I want to know how you handle yourself how are you financially? Whether you're not good or not. Like, okay, cool, I might not be good. Let's work on it together. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want the good, the bad, and the ugly. I want if someone's willing to, because you will, if someone is willing to meet me there, like, I don't care how embarrassed we may be. I don't care how this may make us feel. Like, if we're able to just kind of expose ourselves and say, yo, this is where I lack, but this is where you're strong at. Come and help me and I'll help you. Like, I'm willing to meet someone there. And because people have become, to me, because the people that I have dated have become so shallow, they don't want to meet me there. They want to act like everything is all good and all gravy until something happens. And then I realize, like, oh, you're not really what you said you was. And so therefore I'm like, then you're not where I need you to be. But again, that can also be something that I have to work on. So I'm definitely gonna go, into my prayer closet and pray for that, because I want to show grace, extend grace and everything. But I can only extend grace if you're honest. And that's just how I feel. If you're honest with me, because I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be like, yo, this is where I'm at, because that is the place that I am at now. I'm ready to be like, yo, this is where I'm at. What's up? You going to take it or you going to leave it? And I could care less if you take it or leave it. Especially if you leave it, because that would eliminate time. That would eliminate you. That would eliminate us trying to figure out, or that awkward moment of like, I don't really want to call. I don't really want to text. Them good morning queens to GMs. You know what I'm saying? That could eliminate all that stuff if we're just honest with each other and we decide like, yeah, nah, this is not going to be, this ain't really going to work, but we could be cool. I'll holler at you, check on you, see if you cool. Because I have developed a relationship with someone like that who I've told things to them about. And so when I accomplish those things, I call them like, dude, guess what? I did this. And it'd be very, very just cool. Get off the phone. Won't talk again for a couple months. But we root for each other on the background. We really do. And we don't need to be standing right next to each other to do that. So I'm starting to understand that I have those relationships because we were honest with each other with what we wanted and where we were at. So that's I said I was going to get a red flag. So that's where I'm at with my red flag. That's where I'm at. That's my story for right now. That's what I'm telling, because it is so time to take off this makeup, relax, and get ready to keep doing what I do best, being her to you. So have a good night, Him.